Hello everyone and welcome back to Xbox Nation. My name is Fletcher and today we'll be covering a lineup of incredible games you can play right now on Xbox Game Pass this February. This list has everything from story-driven epics, chaotic multiplayer battles, AAA blockbusters and indie darlings that you don't want to miss. I've actually rounded up 20 games you can dive into today with a mix of newer and older titles and many of which are hidden gems. We provide an updated list like this every single month, so remember to subscribe for more Xbox content every single day. And if you want to check out our previous best game video, then check out the playlist at the end of this video. Alright, with that out of the way, let's get the controllers ready because here's what's worth playing on Game Pass in February 2025. Lords of the Fallen is a dark fantasy action RPG that thrusts you into a grim, unforgiving world where every single battle is a true test of your patience and skill. Set in a realm steeped in ancient myth and brutal danger, you'll be facing off against towering bosses and relentless foes amid eerie atmospheric landscapes. The narrative drips with tons of lore and mystery, really pulling you into a tale of struggle, redemption, and the eternal clash between light and darkness. In combat, precision really is your ally as you come to expect from a Souls-like. The game really rewards that methodical play, so every single dodge, block, and time counterattack really matters. You can also customize your character's build to balance raw strength, nimble agility, and arcane power, allowing you to tailor your approach to each relentless encounter. Whether you're drawn in by its immersive world or just the satisfying brutality of its battles, Lords of the Fallen offers a deep, challenging experience that keeps you coming back for so much more. Now, step into the warm boots of a renegade in Citizen Sleeper 2 Starward Vector, a narrative-driven sim set against the backdrop of a dystopian future where society teeters on the edge. This sequel ramps up everything from the original, as the stakes are much higher with a richer story and deeper choices that also force you to confront the harsh realities of life on society's fringes. Every single decision you make in this game really shapes your destiny in a world where survival is as much about wit as it is willpower. Gameplay here is an artful blend of resource management, stealth, and branching narratives. You'll be navigating cramped urban sprawls and eerie outposts, forging alliances with diverse characters whose stories are as compelling as your own. The art style and atmospheric soundtrack create a hauntingly immersive experience, while the weight of every single decision resonates long after you've put the controller down. Starward Vector was actually a new release onto Xbox Game Pass at the end of January, and it's had standout reviews from it since its launch. It's definitely worth diving into if you haven't tried this series before. You can relive the magic of your childhood with the Spyro Reignited Trilogy, a really lovingly remastered collection that breathes new life into the iconic Purple Dragon's adventures. This trilogy revives the classic trio of games with dazzling modern graphics, smooth updated controls, and vibrant worlds just bursting with tons of charm and hidden surprises. Each reimagined level is a nostalgic journey that still manages to feel fresh, fun, and full of wonder. The gameplay is as delightful as ever. Fly, glide, and charge through colourful realms that mix imaginative design with challenging puzzles and fast-paced action. Every dragon-sized adventure is enhanced with refined mechanics that still honour the original spirit while delivering that updated modern gameplay polish that we come to expect these days. Whether you're soaring through sunlit skies or exploring mysterious caverns, Spyro Reignited Trilogy really is a heartwarming reminder of why we fell in love with gaming in the first place. This is such a great addition on Xbox Game Pass, and no doubt we'll see more Activision Blizzard titles coming in the near future. Quantum Break is a mind-bending fusion of third-person shooter action and groundbreaking time manipulation mechanics that will really have you questioning the very fabric of reality. In this cinematic epic experience, you'll be stepping into the shoes of Jack Joyce, a man granted with the extraordinary power to control time as a mysterious event threatens to tear reality apart. The game masterfully blends intense combat sequences with live action storytelling, really creating a narrative experience that's as thrilling as it is thought-provoking. Gameplay here though is all about bending time to your advantage. You can freeze enemies mid-stride, slow down time to dodge lethal attacks, or rewind to correct a misstep in battle. The possibilities are as innovative as they are exhilarating, and every encounter feels really cinematic with tons of choices that ripple through both the narrative and your tactical approach. If you're ready for a story that challenges conventional gameplay and a mechanic that also literally lets you play with time, then Quantum Break is an adventure that you won't soon forget. It really is a hidden gem on the Xbox One era of consoles, so it's definitely worth diving into if you've never played this exclusive before. Nine Souls is a visually arresting indie action platformer that melds cyberpunk aesthetics with ancient Asian influences to really create an immersive and mysterious world. As you step into the shoes of a determined hero, you'll be traversing breathtaking hand-drawn landscapes filled with tons of vibrant colors, intricate level design, and secrets lurking around every single corner. The narrative here is actually layered and enigmatic, inviting you to piece together a story of vengeance, legacy, and hidden truths. Precision was also very key in Nine Souls, as it does kind of play like a Souls-like, where every single jump, dodge, and combat sequence is finely tuned to test your reflexes and your strategy. The gameplay really challenges you to master that sort of fluid movement and dynamic combat mechanics, with each enemy encounter and platforming puzzle really pushing you to refine your skills. It's very similar to games like Hollow Knight, so if you love that entry, you'll really fall in love with Nine Souls. If you couple it though with an atmospheric soundtrack that perfectly underscores the tension and beauty of this world, it really is an experience that combines artistic flair with nail-biting action, and it's utterly fantastic. Definitely get ready to face terror of the unknown in Aliens Dark Descent, a high-stakes tactical experience set deep in the heart of the Alien universe. In this game, you'll be commanding a squad of battle-hardened Marines as you navigate claustrophobic corridors and derelict outposts that are overrun by xenomorphs. Every single mission that you take on really demands meticulous planning and split-second decisions. That sort of eerie atmosphere as well, with dim lighting, haunting soundscapes, and grim visuals, really ensures that every shadow could hide a lurking threat. The gameplay is such a masterclass in tension here, requiring you to carefully position your squad, manage scarce supplies, and adapt to unpredictable enemy ambushes with a combat system that balances methodical strategy and real-time action. With a narrative that's steeped in classic Alien lore and is one that is utterly fantastic, and also environments that feel as unforgiving as they are immersive, Aliens Dark Descent really delivers a pulse-pounding experience. Due to the Xbox Developer Direct in January, we now got to step into the lethal world of Ninja Gaiden 2 Black, as it was re-released and dropped day one onto Xbox Game Pass, and boy oh boy is this a fantastic experience. This is where adrenaline, precision, and razor-sharp reflexes are really your only tools for survival. Of course, you'll play as the legendary Ryu. Every single slash, dodge, and counterattack really matters in this game, and that transforms every single level into a beautifully choreographed dance of danger. With updated graphics in UE5 that blend modern visual flair with timeless ninja aesthetics, you'll be facing relentless challenges in fast-paced combat that's as punishing as it is rewarding. Of course, you'll be traversing treacherous environments filled with cunning adversaries and deviously placed traps, where every encounter is a high-stakes test of timing and skill. The narrative also weaves together classic ninja mythology with a modern twist, really delivering an engaging story that complements the intense action. I have to say, I'm yet to dive into this one myself, but the positive reviews and sentiment from friends and auto reviewers is certainly one to keep your eye on and dive into if you haven't done so already. One game that I've actually been playing recently and got heavily addicted to and even got the 1000 gamer score is the exhilarating alpine adventure known as Lonely Mountain SnowRiders, and it really is the perfect game for thrill seekers and nature lovers alike. This is actually set against breathtaking mountain backdrops where you'll carve through fresh powder, execute gravity-defying tricks, and soak in panoramic winter vistas that deliver a burst of adrenaline with every run as you speed down the mountains. The physics-driven mechanics ensure that every single twist, turn, and jump feels authentically heart-pounding, making every single descent a unique test of your skill and balance. Beyond pure speed though, every single mountain presents its own strategic challenges, from variable terrains and unpredictable weather conditions to hidden obstacles that require a keen eye and rapid reflexes. You could also customize your gear as well and your suit to fine-tune your approach as you master every single slope. The multiplayer aspect is also awesome, as you can do some races or even take part in some team modes where you and your team have to do skill points and get the highest score possible. It's definitely one that I heavily recommend, and it's a small indie gem that you definitely need to keep your eye on. Delving a little bit back into time now, you can immerse yourself in the chaos of World War II with Battlefield 5, a game that really does thrust you into the heart of historical battles with cinematic intensity and sprawling large-scale warfare. I could have included Battlefield 1 on this list, and I have done in previous videos, but this time I wanted to highlight Battlefield 5 as it really is a great experience, especially after all of the updates. Every single firefight in this game really does feel like a heart-stopping moment as you navigate meticulously recreated battlefields where the roar of artillery and crackle of gunfire bring the visceral reality of war to life. Whether that's storming enemy lines in a gripping single-player campaign or coordinating explosive multiplayer skirmishes, every encounter radiates just such raw energy. There's dynamic, destructible environments and a real emphasis on teamwork that set this game apart from others in the genre. It also has tons of massive maps and varied combat scenarios, from infantry engagements to vehicular warfare, and it really is demanding strategic decision-making at every single turn. Of course, this time around there was the addition of score streaks, so you could call in air support or even a V5 rocket, and you can also take cover behind crumbling walls while seeing them drop on the enemy. It really is such a fantastic game, and I heavily recommend it, and it's one to dive into if you want a great multiplayer action game. Embark on an epic quest in For the King 2, a turn-based roguelike that marries classic board game charm with modern RPG depth and delivers unpredictable twists at every single turn. This game is actually quite new to Xbox Game Pass as well, and it's highly recommended you check it out, especially if you love the first entry. Every single playthrough in this game really is a fresh adventure thanks to its procedurally generated worlds and ever-changing encounters, and it ensures that no two journeys are ever alike when you dive into it for the first time. You can assemble your party of heroes and set out on a quest where every single decision, battle, and treasure discovered has a ripple effect on your overall journey. The game has such a cool, vibrant art style, bursting with tons of quirky details and lively visuals, and it really perfectly complements its rich narrative-driven gameplay. At its core though, this title is all about balancing that sort of risk and reward scenario, where every tactical decision, from sort of that resource management to strategic turn-based combat, can really mean a difference between glorious victory and crushing defeat. Additionally, multiplayer options and community-driven challenges further enrich the overall experience, ensuring that every single session feels like a brand new legendary quest. Get ready to burn some rubber in Grid Legends, a high-octane racing game that perfectly blends classic arcade thrills with modern simulation depth. I did actually play this one myself and got all the gamer score a few years ago now, and it's one that I highly recommend you dive into, especially as it goes really under the radar on the Xbox Game Pass library. You'll be able to take on meticulously crafted tracks that go through cityscapes and rugged terrains, while dynamic weather and immersive sound design transform every race into such a cinematic experience. Beyond raw speed though, you can also customize each of your rides with extensive array of parts and cosmetic tweaks that let you build the ultimate racing machine, rewarding strategic upgrades and precision driving. I have to say, the single player story campaign was actually really good, and the cinematic visuals and story along the way really did get me hooked. Whether you're competing in either that story mode or just the nail-biting multiplayer showdowns, or if you'd want to just carve out your own path in just free mode, every single lap challenges your reflexes and tactical planning. Oh, and the vibrant online community offers competitive leaderboards and weekly events that really keep the excitement really alive. If you're wanting a bit more of a JRPG experience, then you can step into the world of Enchantment with Legend of Mana, a reimagined action RPG that transports you to a vibrant hand-drawn universe brimming with tons of magic and mystery. You'll be able to explore lush forests, ancient ruins, and hidden caves as you uncover hidden secrets and engage in real-time combat that's both fast-paced and strategically satisfying. The open-ended narrative also adapts to your choices, allowing you to forge your own path, while a mesmerizing soundtrack really heightens every moment of wonder and discovery. Rich with hidden treasures and tons of customizable magic and quirky characters, Legend of Mana really offers a great RPG experience, and it's one that also goes truly under the radar. Legend of Mana also offers side quests that delve deeper into its rich mythology, making it a truly magical adventure for any RPG fan. This game is held in such high regard among many JRPG fans out there, and it's definitely worth diving into if you want something that's fun, fresh, and exciting. Now, you can prepare for intense, bone-crushing combat in Mortal Kombat 11, one of the best in the legendary fighting series. Every single match in this game is such a showcase of precision, where devastating combos, brutal fatalities, and cinematic story moments merge into an immersive brawler experience. The game has such a deep roster of iconic fighters, each with their own rich backstories, that ensures that every bout is as strategic as it is visually spectacular. It has such a cool and robust customization option that lets you tweak everything from character gear to finishing moves, along with detailed training modes and thriving online community. It really is a game that challenges both veterans and newcomers alike, and it's highly recommended you dive into this one, especially if you're a fighting game fan. Its competitive online tournaments and regular balance updates keep every fight fresh and fiercely contested, making each battle a true test of your skill. I highly recommend that you enter the charming dual world of Moonlighter, where adventure and entrepreneurship collide in a uniquely delightful way. By night, you'll be diving into procedurally generated dungeons filled with tons of dangerous foes, clever traps, and bountiful treasures that really do deliver heart-pounding combat and intricate puzzles. When dawn arrives though, it will also transition into managing your own shop by selling that loot and making strategic decisions that drive your progress forward. Alongside its nostalgic pixel art and enchanting soundtrack, Moonlighter also features a compelling storyline that weaves together the mystery of your shop's origins and the secrets of the dungeons. The evolving town dynamics and character interactions add extra charm and replayability, deepening the overall experience with every single new day. I highly recommend this one, especially if you're looking for that true indie gem. I highly recommend that you buckle up for a wild, explosive ride and try out Rage 2, an open world shooter that mashes up that sort of post-apocalyptic chaos with really over-the-top action. You'll be able to tear through expansive, dynamically rendered landscapes, teeming with tons of mutant enemies, bizarre locals, and just jaw-dropping set pieces that really does keep your adrenaline pumping from start to finish. You can also customize an arsenal of outrageous weapons and experiment with explosive upgrades, as every encounter blends that sort of intense combat with open world exploration. It has tons of diverse environments ranging from wastelands to neon-drenched ruins, and Rage 2 really does perfectly strike that balance between strategic decision making and relentless action, and it offers you non-stop thrills and a world that just begs to be unleashed. The seamless mix of humor, evolving open world events, and relentless combat ensures that no two sessions are ever the same. The story is actually pretty decent in this one, but it really is the combat highlights that make this such an overall great experience. I highly recommend you dive into this one, as id Software and Bethesda really did a fantastic job with it. Blast off into a gravity-defying adventure with Solar Ash, another great action-adventure game that whisks you through surreal neon-drenched landscapes, and it really is another hidden indie gem. In this high-speed journey, you'll be navigating vast abstract terrains where floating structures and swirling colours create a mesmerizing dreamlike world. The game's fluid movement mechanics let you pull off some cool acrobatic maneuvers during fast-paced combat, ensuring every twist and turn is a visual and adrenaline-fueled spectacle. The pulsating soundtrack and dynamic art style work so well together to immerse you in a universe where speed and style are absolutely everything. Solar Ash really challenges you to maintain momentum and embrace that kinetic energy, delivering a refreshingly unique take on the action-adventure genre. Its innovative design makes every sprint and aerial twist feel like a brushstroke in an ever-changing cosmic painting. Get ready to conquer the wild in SnowRunner, the ultimate off-road simulator that puts your driving and strategic planning skills to the test. Whether you're steering massive trucks across deep, muddy, icy roads or rugged landscapes, every single mission demands careful navigation and tactical decision-making. The game's hyper-realistic physics engine and dynamic weather conditions ensure that every journey is as challenging as it is rewarding. Customization here also plays a very key role. You'll be able to upgrade your vehicles with the right tools and modifications to overcome varied terrain obstacles. It has expansive maps, evolving missions, and authentic off-road challenges, and SnowRunner looks to offer a deeply immersive experience that will keep you coming back for more rugged exploration. Every expedition in this game will really be a test of both your mechanical prowess and your ability to adapt to nature's unforgiving conditions. It really is one of those sort of hidden AA gems, and I highly recommend you try it out before a new game releases later on this year. With Dynasty Warriors Origins releasing earlier this January, I thought it was fitting to fit another one in the fantastic series into this list. Wo Long Fallen Dynasty may not look like a traditional Dynasty Warriors game, but it is set within that Dynasty Warriors universe, where every duel is a beautifully choreographed battle, and it turns it into a Souls-like. This is set in a fantastical reimagining of that sort of ancient China, and the game challenges you to master fluid combat mechanics by executing swift strikes, precise parries, and devastating counterattacks against some pretty formidable foes. The richly detailed environments and atmospheric art style really draw you into a realm where every fight is both a test of skill and a piece of epic storytelling. You will see some familiar figures here, but let me tell you, they're not on your side. Beyond that intense action though, Wo Long weaves a compelling narrative steeped in themes of honor, sacrifice, and rebellion, really inviting you to explore both its combat mechanics and its evocative lore. The soundtrack and intricate lore further enrich your journey though, making each battle a stepping stone in a saga of legacy and redemption. Every single clash in this game feels like a step deeper into a legend where martial prowess and myth intertwine so seamlessly. I heavily recommend that you lock and load for a wild undead romp in Zombie Army 4 Dead War, where Nazi experiments have unleashed relentless zombie hordes in an alternate World War II setting. Coming from the creators of the Sniper Elite series, you'll be facing off against grotesque, shambling enemies and explosive strategic gunfights that combine intense action with a hearty dose of dark humor. The game's arsenal of over-the-top weapons and destructible environments make every battle feel like a blockbuster set piece, and you can't forget you also get that awesome X-ray kill cam with your sniper rifles. Cooperative gameplay though really ramps up the excitement in this experience as you team up with your friends to clear swarms of the undead, all while navigating war-torn European landscapes that are as cinematic as they are chaotic. It has such a great tongue-in-cheek narrative that never takes itself too seriously, so it looks like Zombie Army 4 blends humor and horror into a relentless action-packed experience. Every single firefight in this game really is a wild ride, challenging you to balance strategy with sheer firepower against an onslaught of the undead. So, they were the 20 best games that you can play on Xbox Game Pass this February. If you enjoyed this video, remember to give it a like down below and also subscribe for more Xbox content every single day. Whilst you're here, and as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, we do also have other lists of the best games on Xbox Game Pass that you can play every single month. I've chucked the playlist on screen for you now, so you can check out January, December, and even going back all the way to August. We do cover 20 different games every single month to keep these lists very fresh and exciting, so if you want to see more like this, let me know in the comments below.